David Dobrik officially made it back to the US after being stranded in Slovakia and is opening up about what caused him to be stranded as well as his backup plan. Let's get into it. Just last week, fans of David Dobrik were shocked to hear that upon David's first time leaving the US to visit his native country of Slovakia, he had become stranded in the country due to some difficulties with his visa and green card. After immigrating to the country at 6 years old, David was protected under DACA, and if he had left the country without a green card, he wouldn't have been allowed back inside the US borders for 10 years, hence why it took him 10 years to get the proper documents in order to leave. Although he seemed to have a great time surprising his grandparents and travelling to various parts of Europe as part of his upcoming Discovery Plus travel show, David shared with fans that he wasn't quite sure how or when he'd be granted entrance back into the US. In an Instagram video posted last week, David apologised to fans for not uploading a new vlog, saying, "I hope to return to the States soon. It's like I'm lost. I'm literally stranded. Wish me luck." Not long after his cry for help, David safely made it back to the US and wasted literally no time, aka just 4 hours, in celebrating his return at the clubs. Paparazzi caught up with David, who explained what had happened that led him to be held back a few more days during the visa and green card interview process.
When I leave to go interview, I'm taking the risk of if the interview doesn't go well, I can't come back in. But I was missing some documents, so it took me a little longer.
David joked that hitting the clubs and being out and about in Los Angeles just 4 hours after his return to the States makes him sound like a, quote, little slut, but that it was cause for celebration nonetheless. Although he made it back, David did admit that while he was stranded in Slovakia, he did formulate a backup plan involving a move to Paris should he have been permanently stuck there, and one he was actually pretty excited about.
There's a very small chance I was going to be stuck, and I told myself, I was actually kind of excited about it because I was like, this is going to be a new chapter in my life. I'm going to move, I'm going to learn French.
Well, it seems those dreams for David have been put on hold for the time being, but it's now back to his regularly scheduled programming of YouTube content. David is slated to take his travels abroad in more depth in his upcoming travel series, which is likely why he applied for the green card and visa in the first place, with new episodes set to drop on Discovery Plus by the end of the year. And for more details on David's trip to Europe, click right over here for another clever video. Then be sure to let me know your thoughts on David's explanation on being stranded in Slovakia in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on socials at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.